Love magic. Love magic, love spells, mysteries, hearts, desires, all those things that just create such a huge, huge passion in people. Like they have, like, crimes of passion are huge because people just get so enveloped in loving and emotions and entangled in each other. And what happens is when someone loves someone more than that person loves them back, it becomes very, very, um, well, disheartening. It's painful when you want something so bad. You're just so desperate to do anything to get that person's attention, catch that person's eye, and to have them for yourself. And when you use magic to catch somebody, you take away their free will, and that's pretty rude, don't you think? Because that's what we humans have, is free will. So oftentimes when people use love spells, the side effects come in. And side effects, first of all, with any magic, but love spell especially, you have to be very, very, very specific on what you want and be clear. And even if you feel like you're writing a spell and you've written 700 things on that page, that's probably not enough clarity. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is true. If you try to take away somebody's free will to love you and you only, you may end up with somebody who becomes really possessive of you, somebody who won't let you see or do anything. It becomes all about you and them, so they become really possessive. True story. I once sold a love spell to a woman who wanted a man so bad. She just wanted him so bad. And I said, okay, well, come back at the first of the year and I'll create a love spell for you. And this was a long, long time ago. And I did. And it was a fantastic spell. And she came back about, well, her deal was she wanted unconditional love. Like she didn't care about the sex. She just wanted unconditional love. And so she came back about a year later and introduced me to her daughter. Unconditional love, right? And the guy was long gone, but she had the baby. She had the unconditional love. Also, things that can happen in love spells is you might get the sex and the passion, but you don't get the person. Or you might get the person, but not the sex and the passion. So it's just really better to try not to put a direct name on a love spell. So if you want to fall in love, direct your spells to be something in the line of, I invite this type of person to come into my life, or I'm going to write a manifest list, and these are the qualities I want in a man or in a woman, or whatever it is you're looking for. And you can be specific: blue eyes, somebody into art, somebody this, somebody that. You can get all those things in there. But the minute you put, I want so and so and so to be my blah, that's when you go and hang yourself. So don't do that. Open yourself up for what the universe wants you to have and be ready to accept and receive that. And though sometimes when you are really desperate to catch this person's eye and you just want them so badly, that unto itself is a lesson. That is something that the universe is trying to teach you, that you are, for whatever reason, you need to feel that want or that need or that desire for that person and have it be unrequited. So now you know that. There are some serious dark, dark love spells out there. So watch yourself. Blood is very binding, so might want to stay away from the blood spells. Or, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do. If you want to bind somebody to you, go for it. Do it. Learn your lessons. I'm a big believer of, you're not going to know it unless you do it. And then if you get yourself stuck in a position where you need help, then seek your elders to help you or find a friend that can help you. But yeah, that's what I have to say about love spells. Any questions? I'm going to teach you a love spell. Now that I've given you all the warnings, I'm going to teach you one too. All right. Okay. So here we go. I want to start with the heart symbol, right? This symbol, this. I'm going to put this under my cup right there. So I'm going to put that heart symbol under my teacup. So the heart symbol, when did that come to represent love, right? That doesn't even really, I mean, I guess it could kind of look like a heart, but around the 15th century is when it started making its debut about representing love and emotion and heart. And that symbol really is worldwide known to represent love. You can't escape that, whether you are in Timbuktu, New York City, California, India, anywhere you see that heart symbol, you represent that with love, period. So around the 15th century, this started to appear, symbolizing the heart, symbolizing emotion, symbolizing feelings. Around the 16th century, it really spread wild through Europe and became a symbol that was used regularly, love letters, representation. So when you use a symbol like that, and let's go sigil. When you use a sigil, and a sigil by definition is a symbol or a painting or a drawing that is charged with magical power. It is said to have a magical enchantment on it. That is a sigil. That is something that is drawn with intent, that is built with intent, that is used with intent. So if you were to use a heart with intent, that becomes a very powerful sigil, because not only do you see that as love or emotion, but it has been embedded with this vibration of love for centuries. A collective consciousness of love has gone into the symbol. It has transposed beyond your collective consciousness into your subconscious. Because when you are dreaming or you mentally see a heart, you still associate that with love. So that's a very, very powerful symbol and would be one that you would want to use in whatever love spells that you're conjuring up because of its centuries long dedication to love. Making sense? Thanks, April. Okay, so now that we have what a sigil is, you can take your cup of tea that you are going to serve to yourself or to somebody, and you can simply stir in a heart and serve it to your loved one. Or you can stir in a heart and serve it to yourself, because you're certainly allowed to love yourself. That kind of goes back to what we were talking about a couple of months ago about heal the earth, heal yourself, heal the people, peace, prosperity, success, and love. You got to love yourself first to find the right kind of love. So stirring in, when you stir your sugar or your honey or whatever, just the liquid into your teacup, stirring in a sigil, a heart, is representative of love. So we're going to stir that in there. We're going to set that on top of underneath the teacup. So now we're almost there, right? So now we have a cup. And I would recommend what I'm about to teach you to be given to somebody like your lover that you already have, or your kids, or your family, or somebody. I'm not aiming this as a love spell to make this because you're going to go catch little Johnny down the street or whatever the thing is. So just an infusion of love. We're going to build that in our teacup cauldron right now. So we have our sigil, we have our symbol. Now we are going to add to our teacup our vibration and our breath. So on our breath, that is really life, right? Or we're going to blow life into this tea. We are going to add the words, I love you. So it's, I love you, I love you, I love you. So those words and that breath is carrying the vibration of words that is vibrating the water that whoever you're going to give it to is going to imbue into them. So they're actually going to take in the vibration of your love. So you have, I love you imbued into the cup. You've sealed it with a heart symbol. So you have two layers there. You're going to serve that to who you love. But the next part, the part that I find most magical and most amazing and most life force is when you take in that breath, you hold it in. That breath is in your lungs, which surrounds your heart, and your heart has a beat to it. So if you take that in and you hold it on the count of 3, I love you. I love you. So now you have imbued this cup with not only the rhythm of your voice, but with the beat of your heart. So you have held that breath in, you have held it in close to your heart. You have imprinted, I love you, into the rhythm of your tea. You have sealed it in with the sigil of the heart. You have set it down, and then you have served it to whoever it is that you want to be sure that they know that you love them, even if it is yourself. Cheers. Any questions?